Romeo Juliet by William Shakespeare. The poem Romeo Juliet is a famous legendary classical love story by William Shakespeare, who is considered as the national poet of England and called the Bard of Avon. His pen has made Romeo and Juliet to remain immortal in the history of English literature. Perhaps Romeo and Juliet became model lovers to emulate for all upcoming lovers. Their names are the incarnation of lovers all over. Here, we are just going to see the line-by-line explanation of Romeo Juliet by William Shakespeare, which has been prescribed for 2nd PUC English. Shakespeare describes the intensity of love of Romeo and Juliet of their speeches by using various figures of speech and images. Shakespeare brings out the poem as the feelings of the passionate lovers. The background of the story is that there were two noble families in Verona in Italy. They were the Capulets and the Montagues, who were staunch enemies. Romeo belonged to the family of Montagues, whereas Juliet belonged to the family of Capulets. The Lord Capulet hosted a grand supper. Though Romeo was uninvited, he also attended the supper in disguise. There, he saw Juliet on the dance floor and was attracted by her marvelous beauty. After the dance, he learned that she was the daughter of Lord Capulet. Instead, Juliet too was attracted by Romeo, though he belonged to an enemy family. This is the background of Romeo and Juliet story. And finally, how these two lovers, they are going to face the consequences. That has been written by William Shakespeare. Now we'll move on to the prescribed text of 2nd PUC, Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare. So here, two paragraphs has been prescribed for you. The first part is by Romeo and the second part is by Juliet. So this comes under Act 1, Scene 5, and Juliet's part comes under Act 3, Scene 2. Okay, so adjacent to this, I have just given some sort of points in a way that it will be easy for the students to jot down the points. Let's start. Oh, she doth teach the torches to burn bright. So actually the scenario is Romeo has come to the party hosted by the Lord Capulet. You can see over here. So immediately when he sees Juliet, he was highly astonished by the beauty of Juliet. So he utters the word. She implies Juliet. So Juliet, teach the torches to burn bright. Actually, torch is an element or it is a thing that gives lightness to the dark. But here, Romeo says that even to that torch, Juliet's beauty is teaching how to burn bright. So such is the beauty of Juliet. So Juliet's beauty surpasses the light of the torches. Okay, so that is the first line. It seems she hangs upon the cheek of night. Again, the second line, cheek of night. Cheek of night means he is talking about the twilight. Twilight is nothing but the time during the sunset. So we can see while the sun sets, the yellowish orange color rays coming out of the sun. So how beautiful the color looks. The hue will be beautiful in a way to enjoy the beauty of nature. Such is the beauty of Juliet. So it seems she again is Juliet. She hangs upon the cheek of night. She looks like a twilight. How the twilight? Twilight is nothing but the time during the sunset. Okay. Just like that, her beauty is a marvelous, fascinated one. Third comparison. As a rich jewel in an Ethiop's ear. Here, Ethiop is nothing but, he is just giving a description towards a black people. Okay. So, Ethiopians, they are dark. So, if the black people, if the dark people, if they are wearing some beautiful bright jewels, how does it look? It looks so very bright, right? So the similar way, Juliet looks like a bright jewel on the ears of a dark person. So here Ethiop is nothing but the dark person. Can you understand? Beauty too rich for use, for earth too dear. So, Juliet's beauty is not a beauty to be, to be felt by a person in this mortal world. Okay, so her beauty is too rich. It is very expensive in a way that people cannot attain it easily. Okay, that is what Romeo says. For earth too dear. So she belongs to the earth and she is very close and she is so very pleasant in a way. Her beauty is adorable. She looks like a goddess. Okay, so a normal person cannot understand the beauty of Juliet. So she looks like a goddess. To that extent, he prizes the beauty of Juliet. Next line. So shows a snowy dove trooping with crows. So now here is another beautiful comparison. Here he talks about the dove. Dove is nothing but a bird which belongs to a pigeon family, and it will be pure white in color. And the comparison you can make out, he's saying that so shows a snowy dove. Already dove will be pure white in color, and she looks like a snowy. Snowy is an again color which gets compared to a white, right? So she is so very fair. She is so very pretty, astonishing beauty. Okay, so such a lady is Juliet, and she has been trooped with crows. Trooping is nothing but a person, those who have accompanied her over the dance party or the ball party. Okay, so the other fellow dancers, those who are dancing with Juliet, they appears like crows. Okay, so what a beautiful comparison. So when people, the fellow dancers, they are looking like crows, whereas Juliet looks like a snowy dove. As yonder lady over her fellow shows, yonder lady is like, she looks very distinct. Okay, she looks very unique when she stands with all the fellow people over the dance floor. Okay, over the dance floor, what happened? Everybody is dancing. In that, she only looks like a yonder lady, special lady, exemplary lady. Okay, so she is a person who has a beautiful description or the characteristic feature of her in a way that she surpasses the beauty of each and everything in the world. Nobody else can equate her beauty. This is the clear cut explanation of Romeo when he sees Juliet for the first time over the dance show. Okay. Now, the next line. The measure done. What do you mean by measure done here? Measure done is nothing but the dance show got over. Okay. So they were dancing and the dance got over. Now, I will watch her place of stand. So here I is nothing but it represents Romeo. So he is telling place of stand is nothing but once the dance show got over, people will get back to their own position, right? So here Romeo is just waiting in a way to just check out where Juliet will go and have her rest. Okay, and touching hers make blessed my rude hand. Okay, and what he's going to do? He's going to go near Juliet and he wants to touch the hands of Juliet. Why? Because he wants to touch the hands of Juliet in a way to get Romeo's hand blessed. Okay, so he feels that his hand is such a rude hand. Why does he call his hands as rude? Because he is obviously a man. A man's hand, you can make out how rough it will be, and moreover he is from a great family, so people will be over the war and he will have some sort of rough hand just by catching hold of the sword, something like that. So what he says, now I want my rude hand to be get blessed. How will the Romeo's hand will get blessed? Just by touching the hands of Juliet. Okay, now this is another transformation. He's just asking, did my heart love till now? For swear it sight, for I never saw true beauty till this night. What a beautiful lines. The last two lines, the couplets, no? The last two lines, it brings out the deep love what Romeo had for this Juliet. He's saying, till now I have never fallen in love. If ever I have been fallen in love before, because he was in love with one person called Rosalind, and she is the niece of this Capulet family. Okay, so in order to see Rosalind only, this Romeo has come to this party. Okay, but fortunately he has seen Juliet and he has got the love at first sight. Okay, so he's saying, in my life I have never seen true beauty, and this is the first time I'm seeing a beauty which is full of truth. Okay, which carries truth in her beauty. That is nothing but the beauty of Juliet. So did my heart love till now? Have I been in love before? He's just questioning himself. He's asking, have I been in love before? For swear means promise, sure. Okay, I was not in love. Even before, if I had been in love, those things will be only infatuation. Now only after seeing the true beauty of Juliet, I can make out that this is true love. That Romeo feels that he is seeing the real true beauty once he has some sort of quick clutch between the eyes of both of them. For I never saw true beauty till this night. So this party has been held only in night. So they are just exchanging their love through their eyes in this particular party. And now he promises that till this night he has never seen true beauty like Juliet. Okay, so as of now, we have come to the closure of Act 1, Scene 5, and these lines, this has been the beautiful, wonderful, and marvelous description of Juliet by Romeo. Okay, so adjacent to that, I have just given some sort of notes in a way that you can jot down. In a way, it will be useful for you when you write your examination. So these are all the similes or the metaphors. Okay, sorry, metaphors in a way that Romeo is just describing the beauty of Juliet. Okay, so there is slight difference between simile and metaphor. Okay, so both are comparison, and simile comes with the term called like and so. Okay, so here it is the direct description, comparison of the person itself. Metaphor is nothing but the clear-cut description or the clear-cut comparison of that person itself. Okay, so here the figure of speech that William Shakespeare has used is metaphor. Okay, so she herself has become the snowy dove. She is not like a snowy dove. She is a snowy dove. That is the difference between simile and metaphor. Okay, so teach the torches to burn bright. Rich dwell in Ethiopia. Snowy dove, yonder lady, touches by blessing his rude hands, and till this night he has not seen true beauty. Understood? So this is the first paragraph. Now let's move on to the second paragraph. This is by Juliet. Okay, so this person, now Juliet is just talking about the separation, the segregation. So in this period, how she is talking to Romeo. Okay, so now we'll move on to that. This is in Act 3, Scene 2. So first she's calling the night. Okay, so these first paragraph, these are the words of Romeo, and second paragraph, these are the words of Juliet. Come night, come Romeo, come thou day in night. So first Juliet is calling the night. Why? Because it is like all their meetings will be only during night. So the first meeting you can make out, that was also during the night. That was the party that was held by Lord Capulet, and that was also during the night. So first she is calling night. So once when the night comes, obviously Romeo will also comes, because one more reason is that these two people, they belong to the family of staunch enemies. I've told you before. Okay, so it is like just like that during day they can't have a meet up between both of them. All right, so obviously they have to wait for the night time. So just because of that, Juliet is just calling the night. Come night, come Romeo. So obviously when night comes, Romeo will follow the night, though day in night. So if Romeo comes in night, the night will become a day for Juliet. Okay, for thou wilt lie upon the wings of night. It is nothing but once you come, the night will become the full-fledged situation for their love. Okay, so that is what she is telling, that Romeo is being compared to the wings of night. Wings is nothing but a comparison that has been made, that they want their love to be everlasting. Can you understand? Whiter than new snow on a raven's back. Here she is giving another comparison. Okay, so here Juliet is comparing Romeo to a new snow. Okay, new snow, because this is again in Verona. Over there the climate will be a snowy atmosphere. So he's saying that the snow will be whiter. Just now the winter, the snowy season would have started. And another thing is, here he's talking about the raven's back. A raven is nothing but a black colored bird. Over the black colored bird, if the new snow has been sprinkled over, imagine how beautiful it will be. The black color background, over that the white atmosphere, so it will be bright. Just like that, Romeo is like a new snow over the raven's back. Raven is nothing but the black colored bird. So Juliet is comparing Romeo to a new snow on a raven's back. Okay, so he is so very bright enough. That's it. Okay, and he brings a day in night. So even though he comes in night, for her only the night will become a day, just because Romeo is by the side of her. Come, gentle night, come, loving black broad night. So again she is giving some sort of stress, some sort of comparison. Okay, so come night, I'm just calling you. Once if you come, only Romeo will follow you. So that is what come, gentle night. She is calling the night as a gentle, peaceful, calm. Okay, just like that. And she is also giving one more comparison, like a loving night. So people tend to love during night time. Okay, and it is a black broad night. Black broad night means thick, dark time. Okay, so the night is so very dark, it is very calm, it is very peaceful. Okay, not even the chirping of birds, nothing can be heard now. Howling of dogs, nothing. And even the human beings will be at home. So now this is the right time for Romeo to come and meet Juliet. Give me my Romeo. Now only she's ordering the night. Now it has become calm. It has become black, dark, black brow. Brow means eyebrow. How dark the eyebrows will be, black color. No, it will be so very dark, calm, quiet. So now she's just ordering or giving some sort of order to the night to bring Romeo, because already it has become dark, it has become night. So get my Romeo to my place. And she's giving one more thing. Okay, and when I shall die, what do you mean by that? Here she is giving one sort of thought process. Okay, when Juliet dies, so this is one word also, so you have to keep it in mind. Okay, so when Juliet dies, take him and cut him out in little stars, and he will make the face of heaven so fine. So what she's telling, she's again ordering. So I may die at any moment, because now they are in separation. Okay, so this is like she in her thought process has been put up as words now. If I died, okay, what will happen? Romeo will not live, leaving me. He won't live. So what the knight should do? The knight should go cut the Romeo into pieces of little stars, and the knight should take Romeo and put Romeo as beautiful brightening stars over the sky. Okay, so take him and cut him out in little stars, and he will make, here who is he? He is the Romeo. Okay, so now Romeo has become as beautiful little stars, and he will make the face of heaven so fine. So what is the face of heaven? Face of heaven is nothing but his another comparison towards the beautiful night lit sky. What is the real atmosphere of the night time? It is nothing but the moon and the stars. Okay, so at least moon is only one particular thing. Okay, so what now? Juliet has gone to the extent. She has gone to the extent of cutting Romeo into pieces of stars and decorating the whole sky with pieces of Romeo. So he is everywhere. So you can just go to your terrace during night time and you can just watch out the sky. How beautiful the stars will look at. Okay, so just like that, who is going to decorate the sky now? Who is going to do it? It is only Romeo. So Romeo is going to be decked up with beautiful stars over the sky. So the night lit sky has been decked up by the beautiful stars in name of Romeo. Okay, that all the world will be in love with night and pay no worship to the garish sun. So what will happen? People will, everyone, each and every person in the world will start to worship the, will start to be in love with night. Okay, so why? Because Romeo has been cut into little stars and he's been decked up with lots of beautiful stars over the sky. Okay, and people will stop worshipping the garish sun. Okay, people will have the habit of worshipping the sun god early in the morning. They love daylight. Everybody wants to be a fresh day. They will start their day by worshipping the sun god. But now what will happen? Everybody will stop worshipping the sun god. Instead, they will love the night light sky that has been decorated by Romeo as stars over the sky. Okay, and that too, why Romeo has been decorated as stars in the sky? Because Juliet will be no more. When Juliet dies, this is the condition that she is laying before. Okay, so with this, the poem comes to an end. Okay, so here in Romeo and Juliet, it is like we have lots of metaphor, lots of figures of speech that also I have given, and in Juliet part also I have given you some sort of notes by the side in a way that you can have a just quick recap before your examination. So first she calls night, then she calls Romeo lies upon the wings of night. Okay, next Romeo is like a new snow on a raven's back, and when Juliet dies, Romeo will be cut into pieces of stars and he will make the face of heaven so bright. So automatically all the people, they will start to love the night and they will not have their worship towards the garish sun. Okay, I guess so. It will be clear for everyone, those who are viewing this video. Thank you.